The champion of Euro is determined by who wins the UEFA European Championship. No team has been able to win it 4 times. Instead, the number of teams in the group stage went from 4 to 24. The UEFA Euro is the most watched football tournament after the FIFA World Cup and the 3rd largest sporting event worldwide. So, how was this rejected tournament watched by more than 2 billion viewers in one competition? Chapter 1. The Early Years. The UEFA Euro was called the European Nations Cup for only 2 tournaments before its name was changed. But before then, different European nations had their own regional cups. The United Kingdom, comprising England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland, started an annual competition called the British Home Championship. This went on for 67 years until these teams entered the FIFA World Cup. Central Europe also had its own competition. Theirs was called the Central European International Cup between 6 countries: Italy, Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, and Yugoslavia. Although the French wanted something different, they wanted a pan-European competition. This was pioneered by the French Football Federation's Secretary General, Henri Delaunay, but he didn't live long enough to see it. The 1960 tournament saw 17 nations come to the competition, and some notable nations didn't. Countries like England, Italy, West Germany, and the Netherlands shied away from it because they didn't buy into the idea. Spain withdrew from the quarterfinal against the Soviet Union because of bad blood between them. In turn, the Soviet Union made easy work of Czechoslovakia, and Yugoslavia defeated the host, France. Both met in the final in Paris, and the Soviet Union became the first winner of the Euros, but they couldn't keep the cup in the next competition. With 29 nations participating in the qualification round, the 1964 European Cup was getting more recognition. Host country Spain had to face arch-rival and reigning champion the Soviet Union in the final, winning 2-1. The same fate repeated itself in the 1964 competition. Italy, who didn't like the competition when it began, hosted and won it in 1968, the year that it was rebranded to UEFA Euro. But the next decade saw a change in structure. Chapter 2. Expanding the tournament. Unlike the last 2 hosts, the 1972 UEFA Euro host Belgium didn't win. The dominant West Germany side won the tournament. Most German players also played for the team that won the 1974 FIFA World Cup. But these German sides couldn't defend their Euro Cup in 1976. This was also the last year that the 4-team finals would be used. Although they got to the finals, West Germany was undone by the newly introduced penalty shootout, with Uli Hoeneß missing 1. Then the opportunity to win the UEFA Cup fell on the feet of a Czechoslovakian player, whose penalty has become a template for every player now. Antonín Panenka, as cold as ice, audaciously chipped in the shot to give Czechoslovakia the victory. Seeing how the UEFA Euro had gained popularity, it expanded to 8 teams in the 1980 tournament, where the winners in the group stage played the finals and runners-up play for 3rd place. These Euros were hosted by Italy and saw the first introduction of a mascot called Pinocchio, an adaptation from the children's story with the same name. But this wasn't enough to give Italy the tournament, as West Germany came prepared and won their 2nd European title. For France, they won their first major title when they hosted the 1984 tournament. This time, the group selection was tweaked. The top 2 teams in each group go to the semi-final instead of a straight final for each top team. France captain Michel Platini put up a show for the French, scoring 9 goals in 5 games and winning his country the UEFA Euro. Finally, West Germany hosted the UEFA Euro in 1988, but 23-year-old Netherlands striker Marco van Basten came to spoil the party, scoring a hat-trick against England and decapsulating the host with the winning goal and a one-time volley against the Soviet Union in the finals. But in the next 4 years, Europe had the most unexpected champion. Chapter 3. Iconic moments and upsets. The Civil War prevented Yugoslavia from taking part in the group stage. Denmark, who had been written off from the tournament, came to save the day. And they did, beating the reigning champions, the Netherlands, and defeating the world champions, Germany, in the final. What a story! The same happened in 2004. But before then, another major change happened at the UEFA Euros. By the way, I'm aiming for 1,000 subscribers, and a like and a sub to the channel would go a long way. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. Branding each tournament by the year became the norm when England hosted in 1996 and doubled the number of teams to 16. Just like Denmark, the newly formed country, the Czech Republic gave the big boys a shocker. Their first international competition as a nation came by knocking out France and Portugal, but they lost to Germany in the finals. Thanks to Oliver Bierhoff, whose goal at extra time sealed the deal and gave Germany its first title as a unified nation. But the UEFA Euro 2000 saw two countries, the Netherlands and Belgium, host the tournament. This time there were no surprises. Reigning World Cup winners France won the Euros that year, similar to how Germany won previously with the golden goal in extra time. But in 2004, a bigger upset than that in Denmark happened. Greece, who had only qualified for one World Cup and one European Championship and was given 150-1 odds to win, did the impossible, beating the host Portugal in the opening tournament, then defeating reigning champion France. Although Portugal recovered and met Greece in the final again, they suffered another defeat. The underdogs won their first international trophy. Chapter 4: Modern Era and Technological Advances. Before the 13th Euro competition, 51 of the 54 UEFA members voted for the expansion from 12-team qualification to 24-team qualification, but it was in UEFA Euro 2016 that it started. The 2008 UEFA Euro also saw two teams co-host the Euros. With Spain dominating all through to the end, they also defended it in Euro 2012. Then, Portugal took it home in 2016. For Euro 2020, instead of at least two countries hosting the competition, it was spread across various cities in Europe. The semi-finals and finals were played in England, but it didn't give the England players an advantage over Italy. This was also the first time that goal technology and VAR were used in a UEFA Euro competition. This year's Euro 2024 technological advancement has gotten even better with Germany as the host. There will be a VAR consisting of 2 assistant VARs and 3 video operators in every game. Also in the International Broadcast Center in Leipzig, there are 4 video operations rooms to monitor all football action. Also, for the first time in the UEFA Euro Championship, the official match ball will have Adidas connected ball technology. This advanced ball is called Fußballliebe, meaning love of football. How it works is that it sends precise real-time ball data to match officials. This will be the VAR team and the semi-automated offside technology of UEFA. Also in Germany, UEFA Euro 2024 is aiming to become the most sustainable football competition of all time. First, with a 25% reduction in interrail tickets, fans can use more rail and reduce the carbon effect of planes. Also, renewable energy will be mostly used across the stadiums. Recyclable packaging and reusable cups will also be priorities in the stadiums. The goal is to leave Germany a little greener than other countries have experienced after hosting the UEFA Euros. With the demand for tickets outweighing the supply, the UEFA Euro 2024 has given the fans the next best thing to watching the game at the stadium. This is the Fan Zone, the first of its kind in any UEFA Euro competition. Big screens, lots of drinks and food, and a large crowd can cheer for their team without the hassle of tickets, as it's free to watch in the Fan Zone. All these are made possible because the influence of big players has brought more eyes to the game. Chapter 5: Legendary Players and Their Impact. Iconic players like Zinedine Zidane graced the stages of the UEFA Euro with so much skill and technique. His debut year, Euro 1996, wasn't his best, but Euro 2000 was a different story. Zizou scored 2 important goals for France, a curling free kick against Spain in the quarterfinals, and a penalty in the semi-final against Portugal. By the end of the tournament, France had won the Euro 2000, and Zidane was player of the tournament. Zidane retired from international football in 2004, but someone was already ready to take his place as a midfield maestro. Andres Iniesta won 2 of the 3 UEFA Euro competitions he played in. In his debut in Euro 2008, he played all 90 minutes against Germany in the final and won Man of the Match. He was also named among the team of the tournament. For the UEFA Euro 2012, not only was he named team of the tournament, but he was also player of the tournament. Thanks to Iniesta, Spain became the only team to win and defend the UEFA Euro. The Spaniards' last Euro wasn't the best, but the most influential football player was there to steal all the shine. Cristiano Ronaldo has broken as many records as he deemed fit in the UEFA Euro, from making 5 UEFA Euro appearances, the most by anyone, to becoming the all-time highest goal scorer in the Euros. CR7 is the man. Summing up his individual records in the Euros was when Portugal won it in 2016. This was the Euro with the most views, attracting over 2 billion people. Research also says that the finals between Portugal and France had 600 million viewers. This could be Cristiano Ronaldo's last UEFA tournament, and he would most likely extend the record of being the only player to score in 5 different UEFA Euro tournaments. But apart from Ronaldo, there are other football talents that are looking to impress on the big stage for different reasons. Chapter 6. Looking ahead to UEFA Euro 2024. Mbappe would be looking to give France their 3rd UEFA Euro trophy after falling short in the World Cup. Also, the former PSG player would be looking to make a statement before his arrival at Madrid. Another person who's most likely to put in everything is Jude Bellingham. Being in close contention for the Ballon d'Or with his teammate Vinicius Jr., a statement performance in their respective country competition makes them a clear favorite. Also for England, youngsters like Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Anthony Gordon, and Cole Palmer, who have had a brilliant season for their respective clubs, will be looking to repeat that form in the Euros. Bayer Leverkusen wonderkid Florian Wirtz, who registered 11 goals and 11 assists, will be entering the Euros as one of the host nation's most important players, alongside Bayern Munich's Jamal Musiala. 16 years old Lamine Yamal is another youngster to watch out for in the Euros. Every one of these players will try to put on a performance for the country in these designated stadiums: the Stuttgart Arena, Allianz Arena of Bayern Munich, Red Bull Arena of RB Leipzig, the Volksparkstadion Hamburg, the Arena auf Schalke, the Frankfurt Arena, Düsseldorf Arena, BVB Stadion Dortmund, Cologne Stadium, and the Olympiastadion in Berlin. This is where the final will be played. Over the years, the UEFA Euros have witnessed a significant increase from the number of countries in the group stage to the billions of viewers across the world. The Euro 2024 is looking to break all viewership and attendance records, but only time will tell. If you would be among the viewers watching the Euros, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell icon for more football videos, just like the one showing on your screen.